Hello everybody. Okay, it's been a while. You may notice, you're like, okay, that's the chicken run and the ducks, and over there is where the babies are. Then this should be the spot that I weeded out earlier in the year. And guess what? It all grew back. Well, not as bad. There's actually some space between the weeds, and the weeds are a lot easier to pull now. But on the bright side, at least I've got a bunch of weeds to put into the run, and the chickens and the ducks are really appreciating it. So, win-win. Wish I had have gotten this thing actually built, but here's all the boards to make the rough raised bed where I'm going to be putting my peach tree and apricot tree, and I think I'll put the plum tree in here as well. I was kind of debating whether or not to actually put it in, but I figured it will provide some very close plants to actually cross-pollinate, so I should get better pollination of the plants that are in here, and they're all should be able to cross-pollinate, so that's a benefit. But I'm just going to pull out the weeds again. There's still a few rocks that I didn't get to down here that were big that I'll have to take out and move away. But the smaller rocks, the trees won't mind, so I'll leave those in. And then I am working on getting this to go right along the bottom of here to take any water that gets close to the barn and shunt it all the way down. And then I've got another piece that will then send it off that way. And I've got a little part down here where it'll run and go into the rest of the garden and help keep my garden nicely watered, especially during the summer when we get a long period where it doesn't rain. So any moisture coming off or going along will be much appreciated by the garden. But I've started pulling out, and the grass is even growing up through here, so I'll have to pull that all out. But I better get to it because work doesn't get done by itself. Talk to you guys later. Bye.